Hey everybody, Shawn Fury from Shawn Fury's Hero Training School here with you today, continuing our hero training series. I want to start talking about goal-directed balanced action and how it can facilitate the cultivation of nutrient-rich content in the social environment, which you can experience as need satisfaction when you are open with your awareness and with your emotions to uh, accessing that experience, right? So let's go with the first one we started talking about yesterday. I think it was need satisfaction part one. It was about dignity. So dignity is what it looks like in the environment. That's what I call nutrient-rich content. And you could think of an example of a potted plant, right? The soil in the pot needs to be nutrient rich. And the plant that's growing in the pot will access that nutrient rich content that is inside the pot in the soil. It'll access that content through its root system, right? So the roots are open to connection with its physical environment, just like how you are going to be open to connection and engagement with your social environment. And the way you're going to be open is with conscious awareness of your thinking and your feelings and your sensations in your body, right? And even of your intuitions, your gut instincts, right? So if you want to have that little plant that is you in that environment experience a sense of equality, well, then you're going to want to pour some dignity in the soil, right? And how are you going to do that as the gardener of your life? You might have heard Joe Dirt say once in that movie, Joe Dirt. He said, life's a garden. Can you dig it? And that's a great line, isn't it? Because life is a garden. Everywhere you are is a garden, and you're the gardener, right? So you need to be able to manage that garden because not only are you the gardener, but you're the plant in the garden with all your other fellow friends and family and coworkers who are also like plants in the garden. And many of them don't realize that they actually um, not only are plants, but they're also gardeners, right? So we're like plants with a that little tool, the little shovel that we can dig our own soil and pour some miracle grow in there and help ourselves to bloom, right? Help the acorn to become the mighty oak tree. So how are you going to go about doing this? Well, if you want to facilitate equality of value, then cultivate dignity, I said, in the social environment. And as a gardener, you're going to pour some dignity in the environment by approaching others with self-interest and humanity. Okay? That's those are two virtues. Self-interest is a virtue, humanity is a virtue. Self-interest is a virtue that means a genuine concern for one's own interests, right? You could think of self-preservation. You want to maintain your sense of self and your life and aliveness. Now, the problem with self-interestedness is that if you have too much of it, it'll become a vice and no longer be virtuous. See, a virtue is a pro-social behavior. It's a behavior that facilitates well-being for the group. That means for you and for the other team members, right? Because if you think of other people as team members, you want to engage in behavior that's going to be good for everybody, not just for yourself, but for the whole team. And because you all have the exact same basic human needs, they're universal. So if it's good for you, it's good for the other guy. If it's good for the other guy, it's good for you. If it's not good for the other guy, then it's not good. And if it's not good for you, it's not good, right? So, because you're both human, that's what you have in common. That's how you know. That's one of the ways you can determine if it's something is good. So, quickly, humanity means a genuine concern for the welfare of others, right? So if you have too much self-interest, it can become self-centeredness, right? That's not good. You know what it means to be selfish and self-centered, only thinking about yourself at the expense of others, excluding others from consideration. That's what a villain does, right? That's what Voldemort does. So If you have too much humanity, what happens then? Too much humanity we'll talk about in the next video.